What's going on, everyone? Scott here. Welcome back to the channel. 2 episodes of The Bachelor this week means 2 Bachelor recaps. So let's just hop right into it. We pick back up with Maria crying, wanting to go home due to all the drama with Sydney and then now with Leia. Leia just seems like she's just putting nonsense out there like, oh, I hope with Maria here this week I can continue to move forward with the week. Like, nothing has been that serious, at least from the audience's point of view. There's a lot more emotions in the air, Leia says, and it's like, yeah, because of you. You have been still kind of creating this drama this last 45 minutes of last episode, last half hour of last episode. You're the one creating the drama. So far. No one else. Everyone else is going about their business. We go to the rose ceremony to wrap up, and Leia gets the last rose of the night, of course, to keep the suspense up. Edwina and Allison go home. Next up, on to Spain. Joey thinks he may be falling in love with some of the women by the end of Spain. Leia's still holding on to the drama. Maria, again, wants to just keep her and Joey the focus and, not really get into any of the nonsense that has been going on the last couple days. Kelsey A gets the first one-on-one. They hop on a Vespa and head off for the date. Maria asks the girls if Leia didn't throw the card away that she got from AFR away night 1 in the fire, would you guys have taken it and used it, basically? I thought that was kind of a weird question, especially to ask right there. Who knows, what context that was asked in. That could have been chopped up and, producers in the editing room put together like that. But, in the moment, it definitely did seem a little weird why she would ask that. So maybe there is more to the story, to be fair, on Maria that we're just not seeing. They all say, yeah, they would hang on to it, but they didn't know if they would use it. But basically, right now, everyone has high tensions because feelings are starting to form as we're getting, towards the middle part of this journey. More connections are forming and feelings are high. And everyone just wants their time. Joey and Kelsey A are going shopping for food and a picnic. They do a little wine tasting, play soccer or football in the street there. Back at the house, Kelsey T is upset because she feels something real with Joey. And so they show her visibly upset having a conversation back at the hotel. Kelsey A says she's not falling yet, but she's beginning to possibly trip in love with Joey. Always love these normal dates. Feel like it's a good glimpse into the real world, what it could possibly be like just hanging out with your girlfriend or fiance, wife, whatever it is, significant other. She's able to open up about a story about her parents, how they were met in the military and her mom got out when she was born. She got diagnosed with breast cancer about 10 years ago and passed away about 2 months after that. Very sad story and incredible strength by her to be able to share that, not just with Joey, but also knowing it's going to be on camera for, the world to see. Incredible strength by her to be able to get through that and, let us into her life, sharing that story. After that, we were able to hear a touching story about Kelsey's dad as well before she came here, about how he said that you're your mother's daughter and you're so brave, for going on this journey. Joey again handles these conversations, these, tough opening up conversations with such grace and so well. Kelsey A gets the rose at the end of the date. She says to the camera after, though, even though she said she was just beginning to, possibly trip in love with Joey, she says that she believes she might be starting to fall for Joey now at the end of the date. Back at the hotel, the group date guard comes and everyone's name is on it except Rachel, so Rachel will get the one-on-one. Group date is a writing/art activity. Whoever does the best gets extra time with Joey. Then we cut to Leia saying, oh, the day's perfect. The only thing that would make it better is if Maria wasn't here. Like, man, just focus on the date. So basically, you have to guess what the painting means. Each person wrote down what the painting means and then painted it. Basically, then Joey has to guess what it means. For example, Jen did a picture of the ocean and a manatee, symbolizing their first date. And I'll just say this, Joey should never play Pictionary. I'll just say that. At the end of that portion, just one extra time. Now the classic paint each other portion of the date, where you usually paint a whole sheet, then you end up just painting each other and, just get some shots for the camera. Jen expresses this week's been harder because she's starting to have stronger feelings for him. Kelsey T also expresses similar feelings, which we did see earlier back at the hotel, as we mentioned. Maria talks about how she was mostly raised by her dad. Her and her mom got in a horrible car accident when she was 1. She said she was pronounced dead on the scene, but obviously ended up making it through. She said her and her mom are still a work in progress, but sounds like she would be excited to take Joey home to meet her. Maria gets the rose at the end of the group date. Leia is clearly upset, but okay, let's just move on. Rachel's one-on-one date starts. They go to watch a dancing performance, and they get a lesson from the dancers. They're going to perform now in front of a crowd. On the dinner portion, Rachel's able to open up a little bit, as she does say she's a slow burn, but opens up about her job as an ICU nurse and how difficult it can be. So Joey's able to see a little bit more into her life. Rachel gets the rose at the end of the date. Nice to see a little more of her. Hope we start getting a little more over the next couple weeks. They get a nice little firework display after as well. Joey and Jesse playing tennis, talking about everything that's going on this week. Producers are doing a number on Leia, giving her a horrible edit. Daisy gets Joey to open up about struggling with there being so many women there and, feeling confident in each relationship, but just love them together. They're able to open up there. Jen has a stethoscope as a little prop, to bring Joey into her life for a little bit. Has a nice moment. Same nice moment with Kelsey T. Autumn had a nice moment as well. Maria interrupts Caitlin, and Jess is upset and says it's giving disrespect. Just says pretty early convo for someone with a rose to Maria. Maria says, why is this a problem? They have a little back and forth. Goes nowhere. Maria tells her to grow up. She says the same, storm off. They get all riled up about nothing. These are just simple things, just fighting over. She's upset she didn't get time, but it's okay. But that's this is also some of where the producing and producer stuff comes in, because it's all right, you gotta go get your time. It's the name of the game. You just gotta go grab your time and do it as respectfully as you can. Just of course gets the last rose to continue the drama into next week. Medina and Autumn unfortunately do go home. Heading to Montreal next week. Leia says, after revealing they're going to Montreal in a little cutscene, I think the drama has only begun. Watch your back, girl. Obviously talking about Maria. Looks like another Daisy one-on-one next week, possibly. Seems like Rachel's telling him she's falling in love. But of course, got to add some more drama in there. Looks like a Kelsey T one-on-one as well. And then we get a bombshell preview teaser of the final rose ceremony. They seem to be teasing that he might be left with no one there at the end. It says, I can't think that ever happened before. They showed a close-up of him crying, and someone writing a note, sticking it in the door, and then just a picture of the final rose up there. But overall, I thought this was a good episode as well. We're kind of getting to the serious portion. I believe we're probably a couple weeks away. I have to imagine we're probably about 2 or 3 weeks away from hometowns, if I did my math right. I believe we're on to 2 Canada spots. Either that, or as we mentioned at the beginning of the season, one of the Canada spots could be from a hometown possibly, but so if Maria keeps going, that could be her hometown. But we'll see. Looking forward to next week. Another good episode. Thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.